Hello, everyone. Today we've got a very special presentation. Today is actually on a date stamp this because there is something that I'm going to share with everyone that is time sensitive as far as the availability of things. So I do want to date stamp this of January 20th, 2025. This is a special day because not only do we have it's a celebration of Martin Luther King Jr. here in the United States, and then also the inauguration of President Donald Trump. And for the trifecta, we have our Gold and Silver 101 presentation tonight here. So I am going to be recording this. This is a recording that I'm going to be posting on YouTube and Rumble on Tuesday, January 21st. But for the sake of the time sensitiveness of this, what I'm going to be sharing, it is January 20th, 2025. So today we're going to be talking about how to start saving in precious metals today, and then also how you can do it in 7 easy steps. Okay, now this is something that's great for beginners, or if you are a person who is already saving in the form of precious metals, gives you another option as far as, ways that you can go about doing it. So I do have a lot of great information that I'm going to share, but I'm going to condense it down so that you can get a nice overview of everything. And you can always reach out to me at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org, and I will be happy to jump on a separate call with you, whether it's via a phone call or Zoom or Skype or something like that. So, because I do want to make myself available to people to make sure that you have as much information as you possibly can about saving in the form of gold and silver. So in today's presentation, I will have some links below the video. And these, I'll just go over these real quick. There's an Everyday Person's Guide to Gold and Silver. This is a free downloadable ebook. There's no gotchas or hidden agenda there. It's just an informational book that you can go over, and it'll give you some ideas about precious metals, and then also give you some options of what you might want to do for yourself and your family. Also, there'll be a complimentary travel membership, and this is applicable to anybody across the globe. So it doesn't matter what country you're in. It is a free complimentary travel membership that will guarantee to save you or give you the best price on hotels, flights, any type of travel and activities in whatever country or location that you're in. And then there's also, I'll be sharing a link to start today with one of the companies that I'm going to be talking about here today. And then also there's an income disclosure statement for 7K because that is one of the companies I'm going to be talking about, and they do have a way of their pay it forward share plan. So I have to have that by company agreement. Okay, so those will be below this video. And then what I'm going to be covering tonight in this presentation is I'm going to have a short 5-minute overview video, and it's going to give you like a nice, it's going to give you like a 10,000 foot bird's eye view of precious metals and the importance of it. But it's something that they'll definitely give you some insight. If you haven't seen any of my presentations before, I did do an in-depth 3-part series back in August, early September of 2024. And in that I go over like some comparisons between 5 different companies that sell precious metals, and then what you should look out for as far as, different companies, kind of their hidden agendas on some of them. And then also it was a nice in-depth 3-part series. So that's on my Work Smarter for You YouTube channel. So if you're looking for more in-depth detail about precious metals, I encourage you to check out those that 3-part video series. And then also I'm going to be sharing with you the concept with what 7K has, which is a save, share, earn, and what instant gold pay is. And then also there's a rare time sensitive enrollment offer if you so choose to pursue this, in the very near future. And then also what are other options to keep in mind when you're working with other companies. Now, this is something that I'll have this all within this video. Okay, so like I said, I talk kind of fast at times, so bear with me. So yeah, because I want to try and keep this as condensed as possible so that you get the most potent information within a short period of time. Okay, so what I want to do is if you've never met me before, my name is Rick Fronek. I'm the CEO and founder of Work Smarter for You and also Silver and Gold Solutions. I'm located here in Galena, Illinois. Not on Main Street. I'm a couple blocks west of Main Street, so I'm in a residential area, but I do have the business out of my home here. There's a sign on the building and also another sign there. And I am a proud member of the Galena Area Chamber of Commerce. And this picture right here on the left here, this was taken, this was last Thursday. So this past week, they had their annual dinner event, and received the award for 2024 Ambassador of the Year. So I was really proud of that. And then unbeknownst to me, my peers had voted me onto the board of directors. So that was quite an evening and quite a great honor. So that's a little bit about me. So if you're ever in the area, feel free to look me up, and I'd be glad to have you. I mean, I do have clients in the house are in our business here. So if you ever want to have like a private presentation or would like to set up an appointment or something like that, please feel free to reach out to me when you're in Galena, Illinois. Um, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share this is just a short video presentation, and it gives a nice, um, like I said, a nice overview of precious metals and why it's important to save in the form of gold and silver if you're able to. Okay, now this is something I know it's not for everybody, but even if you were on the fence or contemplating, if it's something right for you, this is a great video for you to watch. And even if it's, and I used to say this, but I stopped saying it. I'm not sure why. I highly encourage if you have any teenage, high school age kids, or even college kids to share this video with them. Okay, it's something that's not taught in schools, and it's valuable information that should be taught in schools. But it hasn't been in the past. Like even when I was growing up, it wasn't. And when my two sons went through high school and everything, they never were taught this either. So it's valuable information, and everybody should have it and be at least be aware of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up a new share here, and uh, let me preface this first by saying I have the income disclosure for 7K because the video that I share is a nice overview video that they put together. The person that did this video, his name is Zach Davis. He's one of the co-founders of 7K, and he has a real nice, short, condensed presentation. And that's what I'd like to share with everybody because it's very eye-opening and it does give you some insight and an overview of precious metals. So let's go here. Okay, and this is actually my 7K back office, so let's go full screen here. I'm going to take myself off the video so it doesn't distract you. Okay, here we go. Mhm.
Do you feel like you're working harder for your money just to get by? It's not just you. Millions of families around the world are feeling the exact same thing. In fact, as of 2023, nearly half of Americans said they couldn't cover a $400 emergency expense. And across the world, the figure is even worse. So, what is happening? Take a look at some of the major staples in our lives today and how much more they've increased in cost from the year 2000 to 2023. Groceries up 343%, and the list goes on. We're all feeling it, but why is it happening? It's not that things take more to make or service, it's that the fiat currency used to purchase them is slowly becoming diluted. It takes more of the fiat currency to buy the same goods and services. As you can see, when the Federal Reserve was created in 1913, a dollar was worth, well, a dollar. Because of some government decisions, such as going off of the gold standard and increased money printing, the purchasing power over time has effectively dropped less than 3 cents on the dollar compared to 1913. So, how are we supposed to protect ourselves from infinite money printing and decreased buying power? There is a secret that government institutions, banks, and wealthy families have used for ages. It's called sound money. Don't worry, it's just a better name for gold and silver. Gold and silver have a history of maintaining their buying power throughout history no matter what happens to fiat currencies around the world. Let's take a look at a perfect example. In 1965, 1 ounce of silver and $1 had equal purchasing power. You could have used either 2,500 ounces of silver or 2,500 dollars to purchase a brand new Ford Mustang. If you had the same 2,500 ounces of silver in 2021, you could have purchased two brand new Mustangs, while 2,500 dollars could barely cover a down payment for one. Now that you know about sound money, you might have some of the same questions we had, like, what should I buy? Who should I trust? How much does it take to get started? Do I need to be an expert? And isn't gold and silver just for the wealthy? These questions are normal, but what we found is that they stop most people from actually starting their journey with gold and silver. What if you could have a guide to help answer all these questions and show you how to confidently build a strategy for stacking gold and silver assets? You don't have to stress about having a large budget and get started either. We will show you how to purchase gold and silver with as little as a dollar. Yep, as little as a dollar. We believe in providing solutions that create less stress and more hope. We believe in taking you step by step through our buyers and collector certifications, as well as a plethora of other training that will help you confidently take your next steps in stacking more assets. But remember the initial problem that most people have of not being able to cover a $400 emergency expense? We believe helping people stack more assets and less liabilities will help. We have another way that can help more people faster. Join our team as an independent 7K associate and participate in the 7K share plan. Simply by sharing the 7K message, you can build teams of people and create an income. Points accumulate every time a new customer joins one of your teams, or recurring collectible coin sales and other purchases happen in your organization. Once you reach 500 points on each side, then you will receive a $500 check. Earning your $500 check can happen once, or each time one of your team reaches 500 points by successfully sharing the 7K story and referring new customers. Earning a little extra money is nice, but if you are like most people, you like creating truly meaningful income. New levels of referral income can be unlocked by building and leading your team and leveling up. Starting with an industry-leading $250 as a first-time thank you for sharing, you can earn all the way up to $12,500 per week if you want to become a pro and continue to get new customers and help develop other leaders. 7K truly is on a mission to help the average person develop their own long-term wealth strategy, ultimately helping to build and leave a true legacy. After seeing this information, the question is, where do you stand? Are you one of the many who have felt like they should own gold or silver but don't have any to speak of yet? How would you feel having a little more control over your financial legacy? How would your life be different if you were empowered to do the things you enjoy with the people you love? Our guess is that something you heard today makes sense. If that's true, don't wait any longer to continue gathering the information you need to make a decision. We look forward to the day we get to welcome you as part of the 7K family.
Okay, so Zach did a really nice job of going over that. This is the 7K legal disclosure statement that I'll have a link to that below this video if you want to check that out as well. Um, so what I want to do here is I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint here. And okay, so if you've never heard of 7K, okay, this is something 7K, okay. They're located in Idaho Falls, Idaho. The four co-founders are Zach Davis, who we just heard from, Roger Ball, Josh Anderson, and Richard Hansen. And back in 2016, when 7K was formed, they had got together and decided, what they wanted to come up with a way to make saving in the form of silver and gold accessible and easy for everyone, knowing the importance of precious metals and how it can make a difference in someone's life, and at least give them that option to be able to save in the form of gold and silver, because most people don't know how to go about doing it. And that's how they came up with the concept of 7K. Now, you may not have heard a lot about them because they don't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on advertising, marketing, like a lot of like the main gold and silver companies out there. What they do, instead of spending all that money into marketing their company itself, they have their pay it forward share plan. They figure if they, by word of mouth and by sharing this great opportunity of 7K from the members, it'll give them the opportunity to pay it forward and help them financially, just like Zach had shared in that video there, where as you refer members to 7K, or else they purchase from your own website, because when you do create a membership with 7K, you have your own personal 7K replicated website. So anybody that actually makes a purchase against it, your website, or else creates a membership through it, you get credit for those purchases, or those people that create members, and you earn points by every time somebody does enroll. And when they get on their monthly autosaver program, you accrue points also. And what 7K has, that's what's really nice, is their monthly autosaver program. It's something where if you when you go through the step-by-step training, they say it's kind of like a set it and forget it type method, where you pick, they have four different choices for you to choose from, but you can have an autosaver shipment set up to come to you at least once a month. Okay, so that way you don't have to worry about what am I going to save this month as far as silver or gold, or they have four different options, and basically you just pick a date out of the 5 days throughout the course of the month, and when that time comes, they go ahead and charge your debit card or your credit card, however you have it set up, and they automatically send that shipment to you, or that item to you. So you're slowly but surely, month by month, putting together a nice stack of silver or gold. But what's really nice about 7K in all of their enrollment packages is you do have the option for a sound money wallet, and that's why they have, and I'll get to that in a moment here. So I'm kind of getting the horse ahead of the cart. Um, but they do have a way for you to save incrementally in as little as a dollar, at a time if you would like. Okay. And no other company has that option. Okay. Because no other company has the sound money wallet. But 7K is located in Idaho Falls, Idaho. They have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. And that what's really nice about them is they do have online chat support. They have where you can call in and get support, and then also because they have a great customer service team. And that's out of all the companies I've dealt with in my entire life, and we're getting up there now. It's they have by far have the best customer support. The people are always very friendly, they're knowledgeable, and they go out of their way to get your questions answered and make sure that you're on the same page as they are and everything is going great. And but I really can't speak highly enough about their customer service. And they do have weekly calls, so it's not something where it's a company where you're like, whoa, where do I see the owners or do I ever hear from them again? You're not just a customer. With 7K, you're actually they're building this like a culture or a community of people that were because it's all a bunch of people that are wanting to save and have a more secure future for their family and in their future. So it's something that's why they have all these additional benefits. And one of the things they have different contests throughout the years too, where you can earn points and do things to win prizes and everything. This is no other company out there is so focused on helping the average everyday person save for their future in gold and silver. Okay. And they do have platinum and other precious metals too, but so it's something to kind of keep in mind. So if you're ever in Idaho Falls, Idaho, you can actually walk in their front door and talk to them and see how everything is. So it's not like one of these companies where they're like off limits or taboo or something like that. So there's a lot of really nice things about 7K. And right now, 7K is now available in 15 countries. Back when I first started with 7K, and I'm going on my fifth year now. Uh, Originally there was only 6 countries, so they've grown over the years, and a lot they wanna their vision is to be in every country across the globe, and it's going to take some doing, and it does take some time because there's issues with customs and what have you as far as taxes and tariffs and all that. So it's something that does take a time for them to get across the globe. But as of right now, there's 15 countries. There's the United States, Canada, UK, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Mexico, Austria, Switzerland, Germany, Liechtenstein, and I like to say that one, Sweden, Netherlands, Spain, and France. So if you're in any of these countries, you're eligible to enroll with 7K and become a member and have a lot of the different benefits. And uh, one thing that there's actually 3 membership packages, and I'll just kind of go over these real quick, and then I do want to kind of touch on this sound money wallet thing that they have referenced in each one. Okay, so there's 3 different membership packages, the basic, the VIP, and the legacy. Basic and VIP are annual memberships. So once a year, you would pay for that. The legacy is if you are 100% sure that you want to go all in and never have to pay a membership fee again, that would be your best choice. But the one thing to kind of keep in mind too here is on all 3 of these, on the basic and the VIP, if you go with one of them, then you decide to upgrade, you can always upgrade at a later date and just pay the difference. Okay, there is an option for that in your back office as well. So it's something that a lot of times people are saying, well, I'm not sure about this company or they're not sure how everything works. So they go with a lower one, but you do have that option to upgrade at any time. Um, but in this case here with Sound Money, one of the things that they're doing, okay, and they just started this recently, and it's going to be continue on, is where at every membership, whether it's the basic VIP or legacy, you automatically get $5 of gold put into your Sound Money wallet. And that's to open up that wallet for you so that you can start having the ability to save, even if it's like a couple bucks a week or something in gold or silver, if you so choose. I mean, obviously, if you have more and you want to do more, you can, but they don't have any minimums or maximums when it comes to saving incrementally in gold and silver. And there is no other company in the world that offers that to people. So like if you want to do a transaction, you have your membership and you want to do a transaction for $1, you could do that. And what they do is they allocate it, because obviously $1's worth of gold is not is a finite amount. Um, but they still have to allocate that percentage of gold, and you could do it for silver too, towards your account. And they do get audited once a week by three different companies. So it's something that, you know, it is secure. So everything is traced and tracked. Okay. But then what's nice about the Sound Money Wallet too is if you're incrementally saving and using that as your vehicle to save in silver and gold, if an emergency or something comes up where you need to actually liquidate that portion of gold or silver, you can have it converted back to fiat currency or whatever currency your country is in, and then have it sent to your bank account. So it is something where it's not like locked in there and you can't ever touch it. It's something where it gives you the flexibility to save in form of gold or silver, but also have the flexibility to take it out if you have an emergency that comes up. So that's what's really nice about the Sound Money Wallet. It's very unique, and no other company has anything like that. That's why they have a a patent on it, so it's a trademark on it because it is something that is exclusive to them. Um, but one thing to consider too, and I'll touch upon this again here in a minute or two, is you with the Sound Money Wallet, you can save for basic, you can say that'll cover you up to $1,000. VIP is up to $50,000, and same with Legacy is up to $50,000. Whereas that's all part of your membership fee. You're not paying a monthly storage fee, where there's other companies out there that offer storage for your precious metals, but you're paying a monthly fee. And then I will say this, in my one video, that three-part series, that's one of the things that I covered. And some of those you're paying even more than the Legacy VIP package just to ensure any type of silver or gold that you might be storing, whether it's $100 worth of gold or silver or it's 50,000. You're paying more than what these membership fees are. So that's kind of something to keep in mind. And that's one thing when you're trying to start out as far as saving in silver and gold, there's all these questions that come up, and that's what 7K takes a different approach to it. It's not about, I think realistically, their focus is on more on educating people, what options there are to save in silver and gold. They're not necessarily just making the sale or having you be a member, but they have, and I'll show you here in a second, they have in their back office all this training and things that'll give you information on, what's best for you and your family, or what your short-term goals are, or what your long-term goals are. So it's something that they do go out of their way to educate people. It's not just about having a customer, it's about educating them in the process. So what I'm going to do, before I get to this, I'm going to share a new screen here. Give me one second. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share, let's go back to the one screen with the video that we just got through watching. Here we go. All right, so escape there. Okay, so let me get out of this way. So when you have your membership to, like here, right now I have the VIP membership, and if I wanted to upgrade to the Legacy, they show the difference there. But what 7K started doing is, this is just brand new, to help people that are totally unfamiliar with saving in the form of silver and gold, or totally unfamiliar with 7K, what you can do to get started. These are your first 7 steps with 7K. And these are all simple steps to follow. Whereas here you're just signing up for the newsletters and making sure you're connected with 7K, but then instant gold pay. That's setting up your Sound Money Wallet and getting everything set up. So as soon as you have your Sound Money Wallet set up, the $5 with your membership goes into that, but it also gives you that option to save however much you want, incrementally. And then, how to start stacking. It's talking about setting up your autosaver and what options you might have to choose. And then if you want to buy metals on a budget, that's actually again for your stack and sell. I'm sorry, your Sound Money Wallet. And then the stack and sell, like for those, there's a big market for graded collectible coins, where they're NGC graded collectible coins. And there's other grading companies out there, but NGC is probably the top of the line one. But with Stack and Sell, you can actually, each coin that's graded has a barcode to it. And that verifies that NGC or whichever grading company actually did grade it. And so it's traceable and trackable. With Stack and Sell, you can actually scan that barcode and keep track of it in your in your Stack and Sell account as far as the value of that coin. But then also gives you the option to sell it through Stack and Sell if you would like to. So there's a different advantages of that. And then the learn and earn. Um, that's talking about the 7K pay it forward share plan. But then here, down in here, they have in my organization, they have your business hub, which keeps track if you're building a team and you're sharing it with other people, that'll show you where those people are at and where they are on your team. It's got commission earnings, commission points, and I'll explain that in a moment. And then there's also training. So in the training, they have the buyer certification, okay, a collector certification. There's a quick start guide, and also the team builder blueprint. If you were going to use 7K as a way to earn passively by sharing it and having an income down the road, that would be something that you would check out these things here, okay. So a lot of this stuff here, even this buyer certification, this is a wealth of knowledge here. This is stuff that should be actually taught in schools, what they share here. So like I said, this is something that if you have teenage or college age kids or something like that, I encourage you to have them at least watch this video. But then also, if they do become a member, make sure that they check out the training here as well. So, but like with what they did, this is kind of time sensitive too, but this is not what I was talking about at the beginning. But they do, because today is the inauguration of President Trump, they do have some limited edition coins here. And then also because it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day here in the United States, they have some uh, really nice Martin Luther King Jr. Commemorative coins as well too. Okay, and one thing I want to do say about 7K is every time that you log into your back office, the actual price of gold at that very split second is what shows up. So in this case here, gold's at 27.08, silver's at $30.61 an ounce. So like if you went to purchase um bullion, whether it's uh let's say check out more dealer direct offers. So if you went to purchase silver or gold, it would actually the price that's reflected up here is what this price is based on here. So this is what you would pay for each one um, if you were when you log in your office, back office. Okay, so there is a shipping charge with things like all the other companies that when I did my research, the ones that had free shipping, they usually incorporated that price into the piece price. Okay, so 7K offers dealer direct pricing. And I will say this from my research, and even when I did that three-part series, 9 times out of 10, they do have the best price. Okay. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a member, because I have bought from other companies as well. But they do have really, really good pricing and they pass that along to their members. But what they also do have too is they have the added feature of if you want to bundle with shipment. So, like, say, if you wanted to maybe buy a coin this week and maybe another one in a week or two or whatever, you could have that bundled and have it shipped once a month to you. Okay, so that's something another kind of hidden benefit of it. But like with 7K, it's obviously the most important thing is being able to have members and people save incrementally or save in gold and silver for the future. But they have all these other benefits. Okay, the stack and sell, which is what I touched about, the 7K select. Those are for collectible coins. Uh, they have health insurance. They even have pet health insurance as well. They have the coin drops, the loyalty points, and what loyalty points are is anytime that you have an autosaver shipment, you have your autosaver set up for your monthly shipment. Anytime you have an autosaver shipped to you, those points that actually go towards your left and right side for creating a passive income. Not only does it go towards that, but you also get loyalty points, which you can accumulate to redeem for free silver or collectibles. Okay, so it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a double bonus thing there. 7K Advantage, which gives you discounts on day-to-day necessities, even vacation stuff too as well. Um, and then there's just a lot of this Goldback IRA. You have the advantage of e-commerce sale because like this here is basically my replicated 7K website. So anytime if somebody would come to my website and make a purchase, you would get credit for that. Okay. So that's something that's it's something that's really cool. Okay. So let me go back to here. So that's kind of give you an overview of the 7 steps to get started with 7K. Now, I'm going to wrap this up here shortly. Um, but with the autosaver, like right now, okay, so this is 149, 269, and 599. Right now, this is the time sensitive part, okay, for through the end of January or until their supplies run out. With your membership package, enrollment package, you will get one of these Life of Kennedy collectible coins, one of these 3 here. And right now, these are valued anywhere from $152 to $220 on Stack and Sell. So this is something that with your enrollment package, you're getting a collectible coin that's worth even more than like it said this case here. If we went with the basic, your coin would be worth more than the actual membership itself. Okay, so kind of keep that in mind. It's kind of a bonus that they're doing, and that's for a limited time. So it's either through the end of January or until these supplies run out. Okay. So if you were on the fence, now it might be a good time too. But that's, obviously that's up to you. And I do want to share this real quick. This is my youngest son, and when I shared 7K with him, um, this picture was taken in January of 2023. And at that time, he had been a member of 7K, and the company he worked for didn't have a 401K or any savings plan or anything. So he took it upon himself to start stacking his own silver. So these are all NGC MS70 graded coins. So we were getting these out to get him ready for him to scan onto his phone onto Stack and Sell. And after he had them all spread out on the table, I'm looking at him like, you know what, this is really impressive. He at 20 years old has more saved in silver here than um, most adults my age have in their savings account. So it's kind of something, when you can, help your family out and your sons or daughters out, it's really a great thing. Okay, so just real quick in case you're wondering about the point system, and like I said, if you have any questions, please reach out to me at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org, and I would be more than happy to get on a call with you and explain more in detail with you as well. Um, with the basic, there's 20 commission points, and then there's 50 loyalty points go to the sponsor. So like say if you enrolled today, you would get 20 commission points would go to me, but then 50 loyalty points for which would be exchangeable for down the road for silver or collectibles would go to me, but then you would get 100 loyalty points. So you get the 100 loyalty points, and then you also would get the $5 instant gold pay, and then also the collectible coin. And then with the VIP access, basically the biggest difference is the original commission points when somebody would enroll. So if you became a member and you shared it with one person that became a basic member, you would get 20 points. VIP would be 50 and legacy would be 150. But what's kind of hidden with the legacy VIP package is, let's go back here, is this sound money medal bonuses. Now, what that means is that if you are a legacy VIP member, 7K, that means you pay a one-time fee. You're totally done. Never have to pay another annual fee. Anybody that you refer to 7K that makes a purchase through the Sound Money wallet, you would get like 1% of that purchase as a bonus in gold in your account. So it's kind of one of those things, hidden things where it's not right there out in the open because but it is a bonus for being a VIP member. Okay. So that's kind of like a hidden thing there too. And I do want to share this real quick. Uh, I have this title, Achieving Success Starting Today. Here were the screenshots of these 3 coins on Stack and Sell. $152 up to 220. So they're graded coins, so they're a nice addition to start your collection off or your stack off well. But what they also came out with is a challenge coin. Now this is a copper coin, which any new member anybody that becomes a new member, if they share the 7K opportunity or this one video, like one of the ones that I just shared with you, with 20 different people, and that they watch, there's a way to track it so it goes to the end. If they watch it to the end, you earn this this copper challenge coin, which is kind of cool. It's just something that they just started recently. And then they also have a contest that's currently running that started on January 11th. It's called the Gold Rush Challenge. And it's something that you could still participate in if you became a member. And then one thing also that's 7K does, and this is kind of, it's really cool. Okay, any new member has the opportunity to earn or win a 100-ounce silver bar. And by that, what is from the day that you start, you have 90, if within the first 90 days, if you're able to create um, two teams and rank up to silver. So there's the associate, there's copper, bronze, and silver. So it's the fourth rank in their tier of pay it forward share bonuses or pay it forward plan. So if you're able to hit the rank of silver and then maintain active members in your for 45 days afterwards, you would win a 100-ounce silver bar, which is something, you're talking $3,000 right now. So it's just an added bonus they give for members that it doesn't apply to me because I've already been a member for a while. But it is something that you could have the opportunity of partaking in. Okay. And then what I want to do is I want to share this and then I'm going to go over one last thing. Okay. So if you decide to become a member 7K, and I'll have a link below this video if you're interested. This is what you see on the screen here. This is my bonus to you for, taking the next step and starting to save for yourself and your family and your future. You would be part of the Silver and Gold Solutions team. And then what I do is I send out this nice coffee mug, as you see in the picture, and then also the 1-ounce uh, Indian head buffalo coin. Okay. And then also, I also send out a copper coin to a 1-ounce pure copper coin because copper is another precious metals that's not really talked about a lot because it's not as sexy and glamorous as gold and silver, but it does have its value because it's used in everything electronics, just like silver. So it's just not a high dollar precious metal, but it does have its value. And even in that three-part series that I keep mentioning, I did talk about copper there and how much it's gone up, especially in the last 2 years here. Um, but then that would be my gift from me to you. So this right here on the screen is not from 7K. That's my gift to you for taking the next steps and saving for yourself and your family and your future. Okay, so oops, I think I lost my screen here. Okay, hang on a minute. Oh, there we go. Whoops, it jumped on me. Okay, so now the what I want to close this out with, whoops, what I want to close out here with is some tips on if you're brand new to silver and gold, okay, and whether you've looked into it before or maybe you've tried buying it before and you just didn't like what happened or whatever, or you weren't too happy with the company that you're were buying from. Now, I'm not talking, this is besides 7K, okay? Like I said, I purchased from other companies before. And what I wanted to first and foremost, make sure you do your due diligence about the company, make sure that they do have a good reputation and that you can find reviews and everything about them online. But also what I wanted to share with people is what to watch out for. Now, a lot of times they'll try and get people to, because they're marketing and they're paying all this money for marketing online, or whether it's billboards or newspapers or stuff online, they have to recoup the cost of their marketing. So a lot of times what they'll do is they'll put on like some ridiculous low price for like a American Silver Eagle or a gold coin. But then when you go to start the process of making that purchase, there's all these different hidden fees where one, you have to have a minimum purchase. Like there was one where you had to have a minimum purchase of $500. Well, if I only wanted to order two American Silver Eagles, I couldn't get that price unless I ordered $500 worth. But then also they have their shipping charges. Okay. Sometimes if the price is super low, they have a higher shipping cost. Okay. And then you have to pay insurance on that on top of it. It's not included in the flat price. Whereas 7K, they do it based on the price. But if it's over a certain amount, they will ask you to insure it. But then also, I kind of going down to this bottom part here, the low price and what I've also found too is that some of these places that offer a super low price on something, if you look at the fine print, they don't even have it in stock. It'll say you can order it and pay for it today, but it won't ship until 5 weeks from now or 6 weeks from now. So kind of keep an eye out for that because that's kind of like a hidden thing. If you're with 7K on their website, they will not have anything on their website unless it's in stock and can ship within 24 hours. If they don't have it in stock, it's not going to be on their website. They even have a feature on their website where you can, they do have stuff that they carry on a regular basis, but occasionally it does run out of stock. So there's a button where you can click in stock only and it'll show you what's in stock. Okay. So that's one thing is some of these companies, they're taking your money and they're allowing you to pay for it, but you might not get it for a month or 6 weeks or 2 months. So kind of keep an eye out for that. Okay. Because if you're like me, if you pay for something, you should get it right away. I mean, they should ship it within a day or two or what have you. So kind of keep that in mind. But then also for the companies that do offer storage, like I had mentioned with 7K in their membership package, you have, depending on whether the basic has up to $1,000 worth of free storage in the Sound Money wallet, the VIP and the Legacy has up to $50,000. So that's included in your membership cost. You won't have to pay any additional fees to have that gold or silver or mixture of whatever stored, whereas these other companies, they have a monthly storage fee. Okay. And that's something that I go about in that video too. So it's that three-part video. So it's something to kind of keep in mind. Okay. So if you're looking to buy online with other companies and have them store it, look at the fine print of what it's going to cost you to store that gold and silver because, yeah, you might get gold or silver at a great price today, but by the time you're paying for the storage fees and that, well, it might not be such a great price. Okay, so kind of keep that in mind. And then also, this is very important. Okay, so I have down here loose coins, bullion, and stuff that's not serial number. Now I'm going to stop this share because I want to show you something. Okay, so when it comes to American Silver Eagles, of course, there's a lot of companies that do sell it separate, okay, like by individual coins. One thing that I kind of want to point out is to make sure that they all say like 1 troy ounce and then the 0.999 fine silver, okay? Make sure that's on the coin somewhere, okay? That's kind of a tip. But then also with this actually is a coin from 7K. But see how there's this serial number, this barcode on here? It's good when you get the coin and it's individually, whether it's in this or a plastic sleeve or something. But if it's traceable or trackable with a serial number, because this should match what's on your packing slip when you get it. Now, there's some companies that'll, sell you individual coins or even like gold bars, small or, half gram up to 2.5 gram, 5 gram, 10 gram bars, but they're loose. I would not purchase those if they're loose. Okay. So, but like with silver, if they have some way of doing it, but make sure it's got that, whether it's from a specific mint, like this is a Morgan silver dollar. It's not like one of the old ones, but it's fairly recently printed, but it does have that 0.999 fine silver on there. Okay. It usually says 1 ounce or 1 troy ounce. Okay. But then also keep in mind for American Silver Eagles. Now, this came out, it was early part of last year that the NGC discovered counterfeit American Silver Eagles. And what it was is that they looked spot on to a T like the American Silver Eagle. Okay. However, the diameter was slightly smaller, which actually threw off the weight of it being 1 ounce off. Okay. It made it way less. So there are counterfeit ones out there. So sometimes when people say the naysayers for people who collect graded coins, at least when you get an NGC graded American Silver Eagle or whatever type of coin, it's been authenticated and verified and proven. That's why it comes in those hard plastic cases with the label and the serial number because it's been 100% verified. So that guarantees that any time that you would go to resell it or whatever, um, it's authentic and it's been verified by, NGC. So that's something that's always kind of like a feather in your cap, so to speak. But so that's the benefit of having graded coins. Unfortunately, with ungraded coins, You have to have it from a trusted supplier. So like if you do buy American Silver Eagles, if you can buy the tubes, which are 20 in a tube, or you can buy the monster boxes. Those typically are serial numbered, okay? Just but make sure when you get it from the company that you get it from that there's some sort of tracking or serial number associated with that tube or that monster box, okay? And then also I'll touch on this, then we'll wrap it up. Sorry about this taking a little bit longer, but this is, valuable information for people that are total beginners, okay? Um, so when it comes to gold, this is a 1 gram gold bar, okay? And see, this is from PAMP. So it's the products, wait, products artists, products artists and metal precious. Okay, I'm totally murdering that right now because I don't have the right glasses on. Anyways, so this is PAMP, okay? It has a Veriscan. It's got that on the back. It says Veriscan. But then this barcode is actually scannable and traceable and trackable. So if you ever get like this is 1 gram and then this is a 2.5 gram, this is by Belcambi Suzy. Um, so this is another one where it's got a serial number and it's trackable. And whenever you buy especially like a small coin, like some American Gold Eagle is pretty obvious that it's American Gold Eagle. When you get it, it stands out. But if you ever buy any of these smaller ones, make sure they come in something like this. This is about the size of a credit card, roughly, and it's enclosed and encased and sealed in plastic, and it has that serial number and it's traceable and trackable. If you do not get that, okay, and like in this case here, it's got Sweezy 1 gram fine gold. And then it's got actually a serial number on the gram itself, okay? And same here with this one. It's 2.5 grams fine gold, and it has its own serial number. If it does not come in one of these cases, it does not have one of those serial numbers, odds are you're probably not getting a legitimate pure gold piece. Whereas this, if I went into a coin shop or any type of dealer and I showed them this, they wouldn't even bat an eyelash. They know it's 100% authentic. They're going to give me the value for what it's worth. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. If you get it and it's loose, there's a good chance that it's not from a reputable source. Okay, so just kind of keep those things in mind. It's just from my experience. And sometimes if you get stuff from a private mint, like every 7K has specialty coins made specific to them, like the JFK series, that's an American Life John F. Kennedy series. That's specifically minted for 7K, but it's gone through their sources. And so when you see these coins, they're really high detail and they're like beautiful coins. But sometimes there's other companies that have their own mint. And what you'll notice on some of these, their own minted coins, yeah, they're standing by them, but they're not. When you look at the detail of even some of the lettering on the coins, it's kind of blurry. So it's not like a real sharp or a high definition um, stamp that they're using. So you might get something that's you know, pure silver or pure gold, but because it's from their private maker of the coins, it doesn't come through as sharp and crystal clear as like something that's made at like the US Mint or something like that. Okay. So I just kind of wanted to share this information with everybody. I really enjoyed sharing this. It's been a passion of mine now for going on a little over 5 years. And I wish this was something that was shared with me back when I got out of high school because my house I'd be living would be probably about 5 times the size. No, but I really enjoyed sharing this with everybody. If you have any questions, I do mean it. If you have any questions, reach out to me at rick@silvergoldsolutions.org. I'll have that email below this video, and I would be more than happy to jump on a phone call. You can send me an email and say, Rick, can we jump on a Zoom call, a Skype call, or a phone call? And I'd be happy to, go over more information with you and answer any questions you might have. But then also, too, if you're here, I'm in Galena's in the northwest tip of Illinois, near where Iowa and Wisconsin and Illinois meet. If you're ever in this area, feel free to stop by. It'd be nice to meet you. But then also, too, I can give if you're in this area, I can give a presentation for your business or your family or you personally, if you'd like me to do that too as well. Because I did do a presentation at the Galena Public Library here this at the end of summer this past year, and it was really a great experience and being able to connect with people on a one-on-one basis. So I'm definitely open up for that. Or if you're in the Chicagoland area too, I could probably meet you at some point, maybe meet halfway point. Uh, but I really look forward to meeting you sometime, and whether it's in person or if it's online or but my main goal here was to make sure that you got some great information. So if you have any questions, reach out to me, and I really do appreciate your time. And I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care.